Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me once again in my channel. I'm Karina. Today we have VT Riddle Shots. Do they work? Do I recommend them? What is my experience? Stay tuned. Well, like I was saying in the intro, the VT Riddle Shots. These have taken the world by storm. About 3 years ago is when they actually became global. By this company called VT Cosmetics. It's a Korean company, and it's a very new technology that I would describe like the microneedling without the tool. You know, for microneedling, you use a tool to create the little nano incisions in your skin, and then you put your serums and your products so that it gets better absorbed. Well, this product, the VT Riddle Shots, have these called spicules. They're called spicules, like you see here in the graph. They contain cica. They get absorbed into the skin. Then the cica, which is the main ingredient, takes effect. It forms channels that help penetrate the cica in the product and any other serums or moisturizers that you put afterwards into the skin better. So obviously the skin gets plumper, it gets revitalized, it gets with a much better appearance than it would otherwise. A lot of people they were controversial at the beginning because, you're putting like spicules in your skin. Apparently they don't necessarily, all of them shed out after a day or two. So me, I was kind of reticent when I tried the product, and they have different intensities. They have 100, 300, 700, 1000 also. When I started with this one, which is the 300, and what it means that 100, 300, 100 you can use every day, once a day, 300 every 3 days, 700 every 7 days, 1000 every 10 days. Now, the 700 and the 1000s are mostly for a spot application. You don't apply them all over. But the 100 and the 300, which I've started using when I started, and this was about 1.5 years ago, I started with 300, and I was very, very, I don't want to say scared, but I was reticent, especially because I have a friend, Javi, from Javi a Good Day, that had tried the 100 and had some kind of adverse reaction. Well, I started with the 300, and I was very, very careful. To me, after the application, and yes, you feel, especially with 300, you will feel like you have a little bit like ants in your face, but it goes away after 3 minutes or so. But the plumpness in the skin was almost immediate. Now, this product has obviously cica, which helps in the absorption of the product, and it has a calming and soothing effect. Already, it's an aggressive sort of system. So cica is the main product. Then it has triple hyaluronic acid, which moisturizes and strengthens the skin barrier. And it also has propolis extract, which soothes and moisturizes the skin. Now, this is a product, I always say whenever I do skincare, I apply on my face, my neck, my décolleté. This is a product for face exclusively. Do not use on neck, do not use on décolleté, because you will get irritation. I have tried it. Now, whenever I use it, I follow up with the moisturizer. This is from VT also, and it's a very, very rich moisturizer. And it has 9 different growth factors, and it's very, very rich. And because of its texture is really calming, so ideal to apply after you have applied something as intense as this. After a while, they started coming up with different types of Viti-Riddles with a special concentration of ingredients. This one, for instance, is the Vita-Light Riddle Shot. This one has special concentration of vitamin C, and all of these that I'm going to show now are 100 in intensity, so you could use them every day. I don't use the 100s every day. I use them every other day whenever I use them, and I alternate. Usually I go 1 month where every night, and I use these products at night. You should use them at night, the Viti-Riddles, so that you can sleep with them and the skin regenerates. Not saying that probably you're going to use it in the day, but it's better to use them at night, especially the previous one, the 300. But this one in particular, it offers overnight brightening of the skin while you sleep. And it also has vitamins E and B3 to help in the brightening of the skin, along with the vitamin C that is the main ingredient here. This is the orange one, appropriately vitamin C, and this is the texture. And yes, you can use this every day if you want. And these ones, at least to me, if I put them on the neck and chest, they don't irritate me. And they are actually, if you can tolerate them, it's a very good incentive, for those areas. Again, test first, because, Riddle is not necessarily made for those parts. I do tolerate myself very well the 100s in those areas. The other 100 is this one, the pink one, and this is for collagen. This is especially good to use at night because it has an extreme plumping effect because of the collagen in the product. Strengthens and tightens the skin, and it just gives a very, very good overall plumpness. I really like this one. Again, in neck and décolleté, no problem. And I've also tried this green one. This one is the one with retinol. It is an extremely good vehicle, the spicules, to deliver retinol, because it will actually increase the absorption of the product, and it will provide a rather smooth effect to the skin, to tighten the pores, plumpness. All of these products increase the plumpness, but this one in particular, the overall appearance of the skin because of the retinol. And keep in mind that the retinol used in Asian skincare is not as strong as the one we use here in the West, or the products that are here sold in the West. It's a very mild version in general, so it's not going to cause any magnanimous irritation if you are kind of scared of retinol. But it will give a very, very smooth effect to the skin. Now, last but not least, is this blue one, and I don't know, it's my favorite color also, so maybe that is the reason why. No, it's not really, but it is my favorite one because this is the one with hyaluronic acid. It's called Hydrop. If you have dry or dehydrated skin, this product is absolute godsend because it's so rich in hyaluronic acid, and also the fact that the spicules then help penetrate the product. It hydrates, it plumps the skin, it makes it soft, nourished, ideal like no other. So now this product, I think all of these products, but particularly this one, also exists in intensity 700. And of the 700, I don't have that one, but I have the mask, because they also have masks of these products. They come like this. You have the serum here, which you applied first, and then you put the mask on. Now the mask says to leave it about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes of a 700 intensity product. And I'm like, oh, even though, you know, it's very nourishing and all that, I'm like, 15 minutes with a 700 product. But it's no matter. After you use this product, the mask in your skin is just, it leaves it so soft and so nourished. Ideal, yes, for dry skin, but particularly for dehydrated skin, especially, you know, like when you come from a trip, you're all dehydrated, traveling, planes and all that. I would use that, you know, maybe take it with you if you're going to Asia, just get it over there. Now, all these products, this is my personal experience. Some skins are less tolerant or more tolerant than others. So that is what I have experienced. I have tested these products for 1.5 years. So yes, I can speak with confidence about the effects I have had myself with them. Now, the last time that I went to Korea, about 6-7 months ago, they also now have for the hair, this ampule for the hair. This is the 300. I got 2 of the 300 and they gave me sample packs of the 100. And I started using them over there, the 100, and then the 300. Let me tell you, they do work. And just after a few days that I was using the 100, I noticed more hair around my scalp, especially, you know, in these areas. Now, as you can see, my partings are a little bare. I haven't used this one in a while. I have another one. Something like this is 300, you would use every 3 days. And the way you use it, you know, I will show here. You just part your hair and you just apply it and then you massage it. It definitely reduces hair loss and improves the overall condition of the hair. Also, what I noticed is that my hair was growing a little bit thicker. I have very, very thin hair, but it gave more, you know, consistency to the hair. And what I have noticed is that it stays like that. Like, you know, on the areas where I have applied this product and the product has had effect, my hair remains, although it's been a few months, my hair remains thicker in those areas. And it's not just me, my hairdresser tells me the same thing, that he notices that my hair has a little bit more volume, more strength to it. And I attribute it to this product. So, you know, highly, highly recommended. After that, vitamins for the hair from Asian Nature and Dr. Wilcall, the Holy Mane, which I have had. I have done a video on those hair products, which I will link at the end of this one. This would be the other treatment that I would recommend. So this has been my experience with Vita-Riddle shots. Yes, I have been a little bit, I guess, late to the party, but better late than never. I really wanted to test these products for some time before I could give you my take on them. There are more versions. They have come up with more versions. I think truffle and, you know, dragon's blood. I haven't tried those. These are the ones that I have. I like them all. And let me know if you have any questions, if you've tried them, and what was your experience with them. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Comment, like, subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video for more beauty, travel, fashion, and lifestyle. Take care.